Hi everybody, it's Julie. Here we are with part 2, making the cover for my May Make a Kit, Make a Journal, Junk Journal Challenge for this month's challenge. And so I have my 2 cover pieces. I have the spine that I made out of the cover of my paper pad. Remember, we are only using items from the kit. Pretending that I went to the fake lake with my kit and we are making the journal. So I already have set up my items. I have my cover patch that we made in part 1. I have the apron that we're going to put across from part 1. And I also have my, and this is the, well, it goes this way, but I also have the ties already ready. And so we have a couple of pieces of the same fabric. This came from the curtain valance, and we are going to go ahead and put this down. I'm going to start with the front this time. I'm going to go ahead and just cover this in my Tombow Mono liquid glue, and then we're going to go ahead and let it dry. Okay, so it's almost time for the premiere, so I'm just getting this ready, then I'll watch the premiere and should be able to come back and work on the other side. Okay, so you can see I took some of the book off so that I would have area that was cardboard that this could go ahead and attach to. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead first of all and try and put this down, and I want that seam to go down. I probably am covering this, so I don't need to worry about it too much, but you know, I still want it to go down. Okay, then I need to leave a little bit of area there. Okay, sometimes it's easier to do the inside first, but I'm doing the outside. It is what it is. So I do have a playlist of making hardcovers, and so that will show up here at some point and also be at the end of this video. And so there we go. That is down. I am, yeah, I'm good with that. I'm just going to leave it, let it do its thing, and check. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, we could just go ahead and I'm going to plop this up the other side here. Did you notice that I switched my the underboard here? All I did was flip it around, so the side with where the acetone ate the contact paper is now up there. But so are my marker lines, so I might have to make some new lines to make sure that we are staying in. Okay, so we're good on that. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, it's going to be interesting to see how this dries. I wonder, well, we'll see how it dries. I might have to come in and add more glue to just make it more uniform, but we'll see how this dries. Okay, let's go ahead and I have a little bit more time, so I am going to go ahead, grab all the fray off this here, it's all about time right now. I've got 2 digital kits that I'm making. I am making the All About That Base Junk Journal Challenge digital, and it is really cool. It is really cool. And then I also am working on finishing the 7 Days of Summer digital kit that is my collab kit that I'll be doing with Kara Brandon. So I'm pretty excited about that, and so I should be finished with that sometime today, and then we'll be able to put it into the group and add the elves so that they can start making their items, and then we will be putting the 7 Days of Summer kits will go on sale. So Kara's making a kit and I'm making a kit, and what you do is you take day 1 from both kits and you make a project using the day 1 items. And we've done this for Valentine's Day, for Christmas, and spring, and it's been so much fun. So, and everybody gets to participate. Like I said, we'll have 10 elves that will be participating with us and showing you their ideas on the days, the 27th of May through June 2nd. And then, but you can also play along, and we will add your, I've got to find something that's in my kit that I can use, because, you know, I'm at the lake. So I'm going to use the bottom of this to get my to make sure that I have the movement here. So that's what I've got for the look of the cover. And let's make sure that our glue is holding. So this is something you could do. If you had several books, you could get them this far ready using a white or cream colored fabric, because it's pretty it will go with anything. What's the word? Versatile. Okay. So I'm thinking about putting the, oh, see, now we got to come over here and put this down this side. I don't think I put enough glue in the hole here. They're not connecting. That's okay. Come back to this side. Okay, now I'm going to try and grab the glue from this right here, because part of why I really liked how nice these edges and everything looked here, so I wanted to use the original inside pages. Okay, so there we have the beginning of our book. I'm really happy with it, and yeah, really happy. Okay, so can also use your fingernail if you don't have anything in your kit at the lake. You know what we can do to get some glue in there I'm just putting the glue right in the hole here. Okay. So with that, we should be able to get the two pieces to connect. I think the glue went in. I'm usually so good about remembering to put the... Okay, I've got a good edge here. So just take a look at a book. See what you've got. Okay. Okay. What? I wonder if any glue is coming out. Yeah, it's coming out. Okay. One more time, down here, down here. Okay, I think it's sticking together to each other. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, so that's our book, our connection piece. And I'm thinking I'm going to probably want to add another one. And I thought I had another piece of the stuff. Maybe I've already used it all. Might have to cut off another piece. Okay, there we go. How are we doing over here as far as how we're drying? Okay, so I've added a little bit more glue to help with the keeping that down. Make sure that now one thing about the Tombow Mono liquid glue is you do have to tell it where it's supposed to be. It's like you put it down. This is the way that I have found, is I put it down and then I go and I'm working on something else, and then I come back just like I'm doing here and I tell it, okay, yeah, I want you to go there. Okay? And that is that. Okay? Okay, there we go. And I'm thinking it's going to need another piece. Let's see. Before I totally move on to the next thing, let's make sure that it's not here somewhere at the lake. Okay, so see this with these beautiful eyelet. I think that is gorgeous. Okay, so remember it's from this, from the Valance. Okay, thinking. That we might go ahead and put another piece on here, but I'm thinking I might put this on after I put the, no, can't do it after the binding. It's gonna have, I'm gonna do two, ooh, but I really like this, okay? I like this a lot. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so we're back and we are still drying, but we're basically dry. So, oh, Midnight is joining us. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some more here. Okay, so I'm going to go with this. This piece, and I'm going to want to do this twice, one for each side. Okay, so there we go, and the way that we're going to put this on is I want it to be right up against, I want there, not up against, but I want there to be a little bit of an edge there. And then we're going to put this one down on this side. So we're still building up the spine. I'm trying to get it to look a little bit better. And the other thing is I wanted to start by putting the glue in the gutter here. Okay, I got glue in my gutter here this time. Okay, then I'm going to turn my glue over and I'm going to go ahead and add a line of glue here and my my lines of glue over here. Okay. Okay, so it is pretty wet. I want the fluffy side to be on the outside. I'm going to hold it at the top and the bottom so I can kind of get a look at what we've got happening. Then I'm going to go ahead and fold this out. You know what? I hope this works. I'll have to start over, but that was just the way that was wrinkled. That was not going to be good. Okay. So there we go. And that brings us up right basically to the center, which is probably a really good thing there as well. Okay. So we're going to have this kind of ruffle look at the same time. We'll do it again. Okay, so we're going to come over here and add this. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to add it to the gutter. our glue in our gutter. Okay, speaking of that, we need to go ahead and make a gutter here. And the gutter helps with the opening and closing of the journal. So if you look at a book, you'll see that they have that. It's an important part. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go up and down. So we have good glue there, and we're going to go and do a swipe here. Okay. And looking at the outside, this is the back. Okay. And we'll go ahead and make sure that this is going to be able to stay down. And then we're going to go ahead and pull it into our gutter. Okay. So that's what we've got. Pull all the extra strings up. Get them off of my hands. Okay. We're going to turn this over and pull the little pieces over, because otherwise that part will be behind. We'll have to do just that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to let this dry. So I'm looking forward to getting some more of this craft room to where, like, this could be done somewhere else, not have to be done right here at my desk. That was all the glue that's bundling up. Okay. Okay, make sure you have enough glue to hold it down. Okay. Make sure that this is in the gutter. Then we've got our gutter here. And we've got our gutter here. Remember, it's the Llano Tombow liquid glue, so I want to come back and check this a few times as it's drying. And I'm going to lift this up off the table. Okay, lift this side up off the table as well. And we're going to let that dry, and we'll be back. You know what? Let's grab another glue that's the same size. Put it under. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let it dry like this for a bit. I'll come back in and check this a couple times. And just so you know, the next thing I'm going to do is I have this piece that I'm going to put down, and I think that that will help to finish out that that look there. Okay, actually we could go ahead and I wonder if I can get it to just use the glue that we have here. That would be fabulous, because then we wouldn't have as much showing through. And the thing is the binding is going to help hold this one down. But you see how we have this waterfall effect happening here on the edge, and at the same time it's helping me to build up this the spine, and I really like it. The only thing is I did not put that on in the center. Okay, so let's recenter it. Okay. Is that closer? It's got a... Okay, so we're using that as what we're looking at, okay? Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to take advantage of the fact that there's some glue over here. Okay, so that's going to be my spine. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. One more time with the fingernails. Fingernail down, and then pull it back and lay it down on where that glue is. Okay. I love it. I really love it. It's way different than it was in the beginning. Okay, we've got glue all over on this table, so we need to get it up because we don't want it. Sorry if it's shaking you. Okay, then we'll lay this down and we'll finish this. Okay. Go ahead and add glue. And we'll be covering up this inside piece with a piece of that also. It'll do the same thing. It'll help with keeping this thick, but it also, oh yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, like I said, with the Tombow, you want to hang around and continue to tell it where you want it to go. Okay, don't just walk away. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing that, and we'll be back when we're ready for the next part. Okay, so we're all dry, and oh my gosh, we feel so much better. We're like not all loose, and I love it. I think it has turned out really, really good. Okay, so now we can switch our glue because this is all dry. I don't think I'm going to have a problem. I'm going to grab my little apron that we made in the previous video. We did the little box of stitching. We want to center this, and I think if we come down just to the bottom of the little eyelet, I think that's going to be good. We're going to be, oh, we're supposed to have, these are supposed to be on top. Okay, so let's do this again. So this box ends right at the edge. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to switch to fabric tack now. I let this dry overnight, And I'm really, really happy with the way that looks. I think it's pretty amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my glue right on the box. Okay? So right on the box. Okay. And this is pretty much the part that's going to actually hold my stuff down. Okay. Then I am going to come down here and I am going to go inside the flower. Okay. Okay, and I think that being inside the flower, it will hide, it won't show through. It'll look like part of the flower. So I'm just going on the bottoms of all the flowers. Oops, I went on that one on the end. Don't go on the one on the end. Okay. And then for this one on the fabric, I'm going to go on the bottom there. Okay. Now I have a little problem over here and I'm going to end up with glue. Oh well. Okay. So we're going to flip it over. Flip it over. And I want to make sure that I'm at the edge. I'm at the edge. I'm in the center and I'm at the edge. Okay, I'm going to pull this down. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay, then I'm going to come across and I'm going to glue down all my roses. Okay, so that is apron on the cover. I love it. I love the apron on the cover. It's going to come around and that's what you're going to see from the outside. I love it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and come here. And I'll be right back. It's a test drill. I got to chime in. Okay. So yeah, part of one of my volunteer things, and they have a drill this morning apparently that I didn't pay attention to, and so I had to let them know if I'm participating or not, and I will participate. So okay, and then I'm going to add some glue. So I'm doing the two side pieces, and I'm going to bring the side pieces in. Okay. So I had already put the glue on that rose, so it's like, okay, we'll just go ahead. I guess it's this rose that already had the glue. And we'll go ahead and put glue here. And we're not going to see this one, so we can put glue wherever we think we need to and pull it in. So these pieces and the piece in the middle are what we are counting on holding that on. The other may not hold the because of the glossy. Okay, so we may have a break in the hold because of the glossy. So there I have my closure. And remember, it was going to be a little small, but I think it's going to be perfect. Look there. Okay, so we do have our closure, and let's go ahead and go to the inside of the journal. And okay, so to the inside. And remember, I know that I wanted to use this piece. Okay, so I had this piece. I'm thinking putting it like this. I'm going to let the white show around the outside. I could bring it down, but I think because I'm going to make a pocket for in here, I think that is going to be better that the pocket will show up down there, okay? And so I'm just going to go ahead and go around this. I actually would usually do this with the Mono Tombow liquid glue. I do want a little hold. Okay. Oh, I thought I turned that sound off. Okay. Yes, everybody is now chiming in whether they're available for this drill or not. It's the first time that we get to be in. We have radio operators in the main place in over a year. It's the first time in over a year. So, okay, so there's that. There's that. I love it. Let's find one for the back. And I think I want the... Okay, so I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm going... Oh, there it is right on the top. I'm thinking this one for the back. Okay. And I think we'll just do the same thing in the back. We'll do a pocket in the back as well. That will be easy. I can use what I've got, which is this beautiful paper from this. I have my digital, this beautiful paper from. It was from a journal that I got at the thrift store. And I think it's working really well with all these eclectic things all together. The paper pad that I chose for my kit, this extra journal paper, the fabrics have all been amazing. Okay, we're gonna turn. I don't know if that'll. We'll see if that turns it. On my old phone now, I've turned it down. Okay, so we have that. So now I have, okay, where we came over the top and over the bottom. So this is the piece that is left. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Okay. I just think that it will be much better. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and put, so we're finishing the cover here is what we're doing. And then we'll move on to other things for tomorrow's video. So let's see. I'm going to want to use the Tombow Mono liquid glue. So that's the very last thing we're going to do is put that on. So let's come back to the front. Remember we made a cover patch using the cover of the paper pad, some of the fabric and definition from in the dictionary. And we're going to go ahead and put this down. Now, again, our main place is that this is going to attach to the fabric, and we're going to hope it attaches to that there. Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to go ahead and come to the edge all the way around. Okay, and then I know that this is fabric over here, so I want to make sure that there's lots of places for that to grab. And this is fabric down here, so I'm going to put more glue down here where it would attach to the fabric. And then I'm going to put a squiggly across and remember, I want to make sure I'm attached to some fabric over on this side. I'm attaching to fabric down here. I can use the edge of the journal to have an idea of where I want it to stay, so that, you know, it's on there. So now you can put a picture here if you wanted to, you know, fluff this up and put something here. And I am going to, just for more attachment, I'm going to attach my little ruffle down here. Okay, you don't have to if you're doing this style, but so there's my cover, and I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's go ahead and let's make our pocket for the inside. I kind of have an idea, just because okay, let's see. What if we go ahead we make a flip up, flip down pocket of the opposite. Okay, and so it'll have a pocket on the inside and a pocket on the outside. Okay, like that. Okay, I'm gonna come up so that I'm covering, and then we're gonna just duplicate the back one with that piece. Okay, so want to make sure that we have enough room to get something in and out here. So I think I'm gonna go with that spot. Let's see. And I'm matching my little squares up. Okay. Okay, so there's my little pocket. It's gonna flip up and have a pocket on the inside. We could flip up, flip down, but because it's black paper, I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna bother with that. So let's go ahead and get it glued down first. Oh no! First we're gonna go ahead and make the matching paper. Okay. I mean, we've got it. We might as well. Okay, so we're gonna fold there, and we're gonna come down. And we're gonna fold right there. Okay. Okay. So there's our fold spot. Fold it up. There's our fold spot. Fold it down. Wow, I've already got glue on my fingers. It takes no time. Okay. Okay, so this one's going to go in the back. And this one's going to go in. I mean, how creative, right? Doing the same thing on the front and the back, but that's okay. Okay, so there's our flip. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to make this into a pocket as well. It'll be a larger pocket. I am going to put glue on either side of those lines just to make it stronger. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring this down and to the side, and hold it down. It won't take long because it is... Okay, so that's going to flip up. Now we're going to want to add our glue, and I'm going to add our glue on the flap that's going to be glued down, because that gives us the right amount. If you're trying to guess on here, you know, you could be off. But there we go. Glue down, glue down. Okay, there we go. Love it. Okay, now we're going to come over here, do the same thing. Glue across the edge. Glue across the edge of the little squares, and then around the edge. And you see, I put my hand where I don't want glue. Okay, and that is just an extra reminder of where I'm trying to go. Now remember, we want to move up. Or down. Actually, we didn't do the black squares on this one, but that's okay. It's just continuing with the white squares down. Okay. Only those of you watching and me will know that. Okay, and so again, we're going to go ahead and put our glue down at the edge. Remember, we're on the flap that's going to flip up and glue down. Okay. If you're worried about, if your paper is really thin, or you're worried about things breaking through it, you can also go across the bottom with your glue. So there's my inside pockets. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So we have pocket here and pocket that we'll be able to put something inside. Here. Okay. So again, the one more thing that I wanted to do here was to add this piece and put it down. Okay, and I'm making inserts and things, so I'm not going to make an insert for this right now, but if we come to a point and we need inserts, then I will make an insert for this. Okay, so what you see is I'm going ahead and I'm using the bottom of my Tombow Mono liquid glue, and I'm putting this down. I'm going to come across the gutter because it does come across a little bit. Okay, I'm going to pull that out of there. Anything that's gonna that you might see through it, or sometimes you'll get a little piece of glob of the glue. You'll want to pick that up. I want this flat. Now I'm going to be doing at least 2 signatures, maybe 3. And okay, so let's go ahead and put this down. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can cut this. It was the beginning of the rip, and it wasn't straight, so we're going to put it in the back of the book, right? Okay. Okay, so there's that. Now we do need to, this needs to be in so that our book will open and close. Sometimes you need to start in the center and move out. Okay, let's make sure that, and remember, we're using the Tombow Aqua Mono Glue here, so I am going to want to come back and train it where I want it to go. I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to help this stay down. Okay, and every time I'm adding a layer, it's making the spine of this a little stronger, which is good too. Now I want to make sure that this is glued down, my top edge. Okay. Loving my craft room as every day I get about 2 feet floor to ceiling done. Sometimes it's 4 feet. But then I'm just putting fixtures where they're going to go. I'm going to have to go back and, like, I found 3 places that have doilies. I don't need 3 places with doilies. They need to be in one place. So things like that. Okay, so there. And I'm going to go ahead and let it dry flat. But I'll continue to check it like this. Okay, so that is the inside of my Make Kit, Make a Journal. I'm pretending like I'm at the lake and I brought a kit with me, and that's all I can use. Okay, so that is my cover. Remember, this was from the paper pad. This was from the lace that I have in my 14 items. This is from the dictionary that we have now been able to add to our items. So now we have 14 items plus a dictionary. That was in the mini challenge in the challenge number 2, which posted on Friday. And we have some of the lace here and some of the shirt. This is from the Curtain Volants. And there you go. And this was the book that I chose because it had paper in it that we'll be able to use. Okay, so then we use this other journal, and I'm using the papers from the other journal, and I've made those 2 pockets. So that is the cover. I will be choosing my papers, and so there we go. There we go. I'll be choosing my papers. So I'm going to put the hardcover playlist, which is a few of me making hard journal covers. And that'll be up there along with another crafty video. YouTube's going to pick a video they think you want to see. Go watch any of those. It really does help my channel that I was able to keep you here on YouTube. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And come back tomorrow. Our premiere is at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. We do it every day. Don't forget it has a live chat, and you can join us by hitting that live chat button. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.